All right. So I believe that I am formally live. If y'all can hear me, let me know. Ooh, I got notifications saying that we're live. Oh, hey, hi, how's it going, everybody? So for those who are not familiar, I hear dogs. We have corgis. You know, if you got a notification about this, then you already know that we have corgis. So if you are not familiar, hi, I am Susan. I am half of Divine Disbelief. I have this channel with my partner Nathaniel. He is in the other room. We have a lot of Funko Pops, obviously. Usually we use a green screen for our stuff, but you know, not today. I'm not even bothering with that today. If there is anybody who would like to join, we're going to be doing a little bit of news stuff. We're going to talk about some news stuff. You're going to see me sort of, you know, look there, all that sort of thing. I don't do this by myself very often. I used to do a show called Explain Like I'm 5, which was a lot of fun. But that involved other people. So doing this by myself is mildly intimidating, but it's all good. So usually the way that our show works, we're sort of secular news and opinion. So we're going to go over some news stories. If there's anybody who wants to join, give me a shout and let me know. I can message you a link. It may take me a little bit to figure out all of the stuff just because I'm not logged into Twitter on this because this is Nathaniel's computer, not mine. Let's see. Let me take a look here real quick. Okay. So I'm going to, sorry. Also, hi everybody. Hi in the chat. Hi B, hi Sam, hi Math Pig. There's going to be some more people over here in a little bit. There's currently 4 of y'all in here, so thank you for being in here early. I really, really appreciate that. I forgot about this. So here, as y'all can see, yeah, we're gonna talk about that stuff a whole bunch. Okay, so let me. I deeply apologize. I am having to figure this out. Talk amongst yourselves. I appreciate y'all's patience. I really do. Julie, I'm about to send you the link. We are going to make sure this gets done correctly. Again, I am very sorry about how mildly disorganized this is, but you know what? I think y'all can deal with it. Where's my email? There we go. Oh, shoot. Log in. So we're going to do this. I don't want to enter the studio. I'm going to, there we go. Copy to clipboard. Apologies, because again, I realize this is like not entirely the most interesting thing in the world. But yeah, so send me a DM on Twitter. I officially have it. I officially have the link on my phone, so we're good. Yay! Hi. There we go.
The echo was me. I'm sorry.
Oh, it's all good.
Okay, I fixed it. That was so unprofessional. My word. I know
wonderful.
better.
You're wonderful, and I love you.
Thank you. You can totally see the box of wine behind me.
You know what?
I'm officially. Thank you. I'm 43. So I'm middle-aged. I'm a white woman. Of course I buy my wine in boxes. What do you think I do? Now, I prefer the glass jugs, though, because there's a big plastic bag in there that's going to end up at the bottom of the Marianas Trench. So I try to do the jugs instead, but that was the thing. So we're here for Manda's moving stream. Angel, yes. And thank you so much for having me on. Y'all should know, don't blame her. I totally I slid into her DMs at the last minute and was like, "Hey, do you want me to come in?"
No, I love it. I absolutely love it. And yeah, the more the merrier. So if there's anybody else who wants in on this, I am more than happy to send. Also, MathPig said something. Can I get a spanner to share link from
I need to
Oh, I don't have
comments.
any.
I'm in the private chat. Oh, there we go. Oh, and
Yeah.
Susan, just so you know.
I love it. So I know, oh, let me actually, I'm going to also send the link to Manda as well.
Yeah. I don't want to turn this into a Star Wars generational discussion, but there is an interesting disconnect between people my age who like grew up with those movies, watching them over and over and over again, and who waited more than 20 years for the prequels, and folks for whom like the prequels were like the first Star Wars movie they saw in theaters and it blew them away. So I remember going to see, episode 1, whatever, in theaters with my dad. And I thought, this is amazing. I'm finally old enough, because I was born in 78. I was like, I remember seeing a Return of the Jedi standee in a movie theater when I was very small, and my brother was taking me to see Bambi. So that's as close as I ever got to seeing a Star Wars film in theaters at the time. So I was so excited, and my dad and I go, and it didn't hit for me. But I understand. I'm trying really hard to understand why it hits for other people. But I will say that on Junk Shop and my first date, that was one of the questions I asked. I was like,
are you a Star Wars fan?
Yeah, we're both very much Star Wars fans. And I said, so he actually described, I I spontaneously proposed to him. And this is not when we actually got engaged, because we had not been dating long enough to be. I'm not even sure if we were living together yet. But we had not been dating. But we were at Christmas at my family's, and someone mentioned the Kessel Run and said, I never really understood what that meant. Like, what's a parsec? And they just came out and described it in detail. And that was when I learned that a parsec was not a unit of distance. So, well, I mean, it's about like getting as close to the black hole without falling into it. Is that okay? Yeah. So they describe all of this. My whole family is sitting there like it's just nerds, 3 generations of nerds, just like, and I think this is when my entire family fell in love with Junk Shop. And I just, they finished describing it and I said, marry me. And everyone's and they
what was their answer though? Like what was their answer?
Is this serious? Because I don't know what to say. We've been dating for like 5 months. I don't know if this is all right, but that was what was the look on their face. They didn't say anything. My sister shouts out, he's supposed to ask you that, which tells you a lot about my sister, but she's lovely. But she has some very gendered, notions of the world. Yeah, but
gender norms, all that. Yeah,
I just couldn't help it. It just fell out of my mouth. I mean, what do you do?
That is the appropriate response, though.
Thank you. When someone you're in love with and having amazing fun with says, describes the Kessel Run, fun, accurately, and you're a big Star Wars nerd, it's like, okay, this is it. We're good. We covered kids and all that stuff on our first date. Like, we knocked all that out. So I'm good. Now, the Kessel Run, I'm in.
Oh my God, I love it. So then you will appreciate. So it was as everybody is aware, it was, Star Wars Day this week.
Oh.
One of my coworkers, she and I like rival each other for like being the biggest Star Wars nerds at work. She walks into my office on Tuesday and she goes, I saw this. She's all like, it didn't cost a whole bunch, so don't feel like, you know, and I'm just all like, I don't know what's going on. But she hands me this.
Oh,
and I love Chewbacca so
I love
much.
Chewbacca too.
Chewbacca is my favorite.
And I know that, like, me too, honestly. And I mean, like, Leia, very affirming, you know, very empowering. Like, I love the way, aren't you a little short for a stormtrooper? I love everything about Carrie Fisher. I've read all of her books. Yep. Mm-hmm. I've read everything from Postcards from the Edge to her nonfiction books. She's and I can highly recommend, even though I am not a sober person myself, I can highly recommend Wishful Drinking, which is about her battle with, you know, self-medicating her bipolar disorder, and then, you know, getting sober. It's a great, she did it as a one-woman show, so it reads like that, but all of her stuff is great. So I highly recommend. But I just had the urge to say, may she rest in peace, and it's so weird as an atheist.
Yeah.
But
like, I know. It's so funny.
You want to acknowledge something. Just thank you for what you gave to the world, Carrie Fisher. I know you can't hear me right now, but thank you.
It's like you were a goddamn treasure, though.
Yes, a goddamn treasure.
Goddamn treasure.
But Chewbacca, you know, he got us, and maybe it's because, again, maybe it's because we were kids. I don't know, but I don't think so, because I gotta say, the one, and there's a particular British YouTuber who's gonna hate it when I say this, because his standard line about Star Wars is Disney is not canon, right? So I love you, Badger, I love you, but Badger
goes on about Star Wars so much, and it's so entertaining.
Well, when that one came out, I went to see it, and I really enjoyed it. And Chewbacca's howl when Han, you know, and I think at this point it's been out long enough. We don't have to really say spoilers or, like, you know, but it just, I cried. I teared up in the theater. It broke my heart.
I'm a giant marshmallow, so like I cry at everything anyway. Like, I'm in the middle of reading Sasha Sagan's book, For Small Creatures Such as We, and I'm just like, I have to stop, because I'm crying. She did an interview with John Steingard that got released today. Who John Steingard follows me on Twitter, by the way. So I'm super cool. Yeah, I'm cool.
You are.
But I'm having to, like, listen to it in chunks, because I'm just like, I can't, like, I'm just
perimenopausal. Everything makes me cry right now. Like, you know, the smell of fresh baked cookies could make me cry at the moment.
Do you remember the gum commercial? I think it's like an extra commercial where the girl's dad, like, he was like a single father, and he grew up, and he would, like, make these little paper cranes for her out of, like, gum wrappers and stuff.
No, I don't remember that one, but oh my gosh.
Yeah, he, like, made them for her throughout her childhood, and he's moving her off to college. Okay, there's a cat on my lap, obviously.
Of course there is.
Yeah. All right, we'll see you later then. So he's moving her off to college, and she kept, like, all of them in this box, and, like, spills out of the back of the car, and I'm just all like, I am not okay with this.
The one that gets me, do you remember, and credit card companies, generally speaking, are kind of evil, but if you'll excuse the term evil, but they're not great. And I mean, it's like, we all need one, you know, but at the same time, you know.
Yeah.
But those commercials, I think it was well, I don't know which one it was. You will know what it was when I say it. But so there was one where they do, and they did a bunch of these, but there was one in particular where it was a family reunion, and it was very much a, like, very American family. Like, there were mixed couples and all kinds of cool. I mean, it was just really neat. That came out weird, but you know what I mean. Anyway,
Yeah.
I live in the South. I'm sorry. That kind of stuff hits for us.
Yeah,
like, oh,
it's
look, they're so
yeah.
exciting.
Mhm.
Okay. So anyway, but there's so new dresses, new shoes, and they're naming the price of everything, and then they say 4 generations in one photograph, priceless. I lose it every time. I can't even. I have goosebumps just describing it.
Oh
It's
my
like it's too much.
gosh.
It's too much.
Oh,
You know
I'm
these precious
dead.
little grandbabies.
Oh. Oh, I love it.
Okay,
I love it.
I do
So
too.
as soon as Manda gets in here, I'm going to show her all of the recent Star Wars stuff that we've got because
Excellent.
because
Okay,
there's
so
always recent stuff.
that's my question.
Mhm.
Essentially, is I because I think it is. I think it is essentially the definition of a generation gap because I listen to people 20 years younger than I
Mhm.
for whom like episode 1 was their first Star Wars in theater experience,
Mhm.
and they love it. And they love all Star Wars. They love all things Star Wars. And I respect the all things Star Wars part.
Mhm.
But for me, it was this huge letdown, I think, because I'd been waiting for it for 20 years.
And
And
I think a
also
lot of it has to do
because,
with the nostalgia factor too.
yeah, and they also they mess some stuff up. I'm I'm
Mhm.
I'm not sure. I watch your explain it like I'm 5 stuff, and I watch Nathaniel stuff, but I'm not sure how much y'all curse, so I'm trying to be a little
Oh,
careful.
as much as you want. As much as
Okay,
you want.
it's fucked up, all right, because
Yeah.
they absolutely. This is the thing about the prequels that bothered me the most. You
Mhm.
remember in Jedi, right? The very last talking lines in Jedi
Mhm.
is Luke asking Leia if she remembers her mother, her real mother. And she says, just a little bit. She died when I was
When I was
very
very
young.
young.
Yes. And he asks, what do you remember? And she said she was very kind and I think terribly sad is the line. It's something like that. Very,
Yeah.
very sad. Something. And and then in the prequels, Padme dies in childbirth. I'm like, I'm fucking sorry. I don't care how Jedi twin you are. You don't
Right.
remember your mother's personality type if she dies giving birth to you.
Right.
And if Leia remembered it, Luke should have remembered it too.
Mhm. So
So
Luke
what is
should have
that?
known the whole entire time then.
It would, yeah. And then of course, we could get into the Jar Jar problem, but let's not. And
Jar Jar's a Sith Lord. That I don't care what anybody says.
that
Jar
is
Jar's a fucking
I
Sith
have
Lord.
heard that storyline
Yeah.
idea, and that would have been that actually that would have been maybe cool.
That would have been the best.
Yeah, and I will say there was a lot of like I don't know, just not realizing how it would look
Mhm.
on screen because the character that voiced Jar Jar is an
Ahmed
African American
Best. Yeah,
person,
Ahmed Best. Yeah.
and I think like everybody thought, well, he came up with the accent, it has to be okay, white privilege, and it's like no, like somebody really they needed to have a what we call where I'm from a come to Jesus meeting, which just means
Mhm.
like no,
Yeah.
like what you're
Yeah,
doing
and
right
the
now is
poor
wrong.
guy, like Ahmed Best and Jake Lloyd, like,
Yeah.
and even to a certain extent, Hayden Christensen just caught so much shit,
Oh yeah.
for their roles in the prequels. And like Jake Lloyd completely quit acting.
Oh,
he's not doing it anymore. Yeah, he quit acting after Phantom Menace. I'm
damn.
90% sure that was his last film appearance.
My word.
Yeah, and like Ahmed Best, I think he's currently doing like a Star Wars kids live action show.
Okay.
Because I saw a photo on Reddit, I think, where
Well, now I feel
he's
bad. I'm like, oh, the Gen Xers hated on them so much they quit working.
well, I don't know if it was just Gen Xers. I think it was also
I'm a young Gen
one of my
Xer. I
parents.
was born in '78, so
Mhm.
my siblings were all born in the '60s. So they're like
Oh yeah, because you're
hard
like
and
yeah,
fast Gen Xers. But I'm like,
right.
and then my spouse is technically a millennial. So
Mhm.
because 6 years younger.
Yeah.
I didn't know that when we started dating.
Oh my gosh, sit
It's
down.
not gross. I was in my 30s. You know, they were in their mid-20s, and but I didn't know that. I found this Christmas ornament that their grandmother had made for them by hand, and it's a big apple, and it has their name on it and the date night and a year. Sorry, I'm trying not to dox my partner here, which I do all the time anyway. But I don't want that to do that. Try not to. Anyway, so and I was like, "Oh, how old were you when she made this for you?" And they said that was my first Christmas. And I was like,
Aww.
I was in second grade when you were born. Oh, wow. Okay.
My birthday is January 11th, 1987.
Okay.
You're like 9 years older than I am. Yeah, 9 years.
Yeah. Actually, and that makes me feel better because my siblings, like the twins, are just. It's more like 8 and 7 months, but they're almost 9 years older than I am. And then my oldest brother is 13 years older than I am.
Mm-hmm.
So we could still be. I mean, you could be my little sister.
Exactly. Yeah.
Although I think of you as an equal, and as another woman, I don't think of you as a little anything. But I love you too.
I've missed you.
I missed you too. I don't want to again just channel question. Also, donate to Manda's fund because
I need to.
Bare minimum. You guys, I know we made the 3,500 pound mark, which is great. Hey, Nathaniel.
Julie says hi.
Hi.
Tell him I said he was a cutie. I'm not hitting on him.
I'll holler at him.
With you.
Yep, Matt Pig.
Oh, I'm useless. I am absolutely useless.
What?
You are not useless, Matt Pig. You're lovely.
Oh, no. I seriously am useless. What time is it now? 23 minutes. Thank you very much for Junie in the chat for pointing out that I had not switched the audio across. So,
what?
B stream ended. B stream ended. I switched over to this stream. Now, everybody that was here could hear it, but on my channel where I'm doing the mirror, there was no audio for 23 minutes. So, yeah, I'm shit. Sorry.
But we just
broke
down the entire Star Wars universe and tied it to our families and love lives.
Julie, this is my plan from the get-go. Everybody does their own stream on their own channel, and then that's a secret backup for me that I don't have to worry about.
Don't anyone do this. It's stupid.
Everybody was here. Anybody listening to this one? Nobody was at my channel anyway. They were all here.
What the fuck, Matt Vick?
Fuck off. All right. It's really
I know you're overly tired. I know it's like crazy late where you are. I love you. And I know you're under immense stress. I'm sorry. But seriously, like, did people in the chat, could you hear
I went to the toilet, okay? I needed to go and brush my teeth and go to the toilet and get some water. I'm sorry.
Those are all necessary things. I just
hit you. Hit me.
Hey, Maya says she can't believe you're still awake.
I don't generally sleep though, Maya. I'm not sleeping to the actual stream. I think hits Australia. When it hits Australia, relative to my time zone, it will be the next day. But because I haven't slept, the next day doesn't happen till you sleep. So Australia will be 2 days ahead of me. So when that happens, I'm going to bed for a few hours.
I had a similar thought. Look at his shirt. Look at his shirt.
I know.
What is happening?
This is uncharacteristic for me not to be wearing a Star Wars shirt.
I know. It's
like I'm disappointed in myself.
I wore this to work today, and I didn't know if I'd see you because I didn't know what the lineup was. Susan, I didn't even know I had to go out to the factory today until like 10 o'clock this morning. So my whole day was kind of wrecked. And I got home just in time to jump off the stream. So I haven't showered. I've still got fucking industrial dust on me and stuff. Sorry from that.
I'm still slightly brown here. I didn't have enough time to get the scrubber out to get the factory shit off. I get well, for me, it's just like it's like this white
powdery. I don't know exactly what it is, and I'm not going to say because I really like my job. And most
Are
of
you
the time,
working in a drug factory? Is
anyway.
it cocaine? Is it cocaine?
No,
You're working
no. It's completely legal. All I will say is we make things that are very good for the environment and that will actually help in incremental ways as we get bigger, slow down the effects of global warming. So and climate change. So I am actually very proud to work where I work. I just don't know if my work would be super proud to have an atheist who smokes, drinks wine, and says fuck on YouTube.
And works in a cocaine factory on the weekends.
Works in a cocaine factory.
It's industrial.
I heard it was cocaine factory. Again, sorry my fucking lighting.
That's Julie's new job. Julie works
know,
part-time in a
fucking
cocaine factory.
Whatever. Sorry, I look. Yeah.
Okay, fine. That's just going to
You
be the
look amazing
narrative
and
now.
I
I
love
just have to accept it. Anytime I'm manic, you can just say, "Oh, you've been at the factory, haven't you, love?"
That's my dark saber. Really fucking loud. Sorry.
Put the dildo away. Put the dildo
Sorry,
away.
it's so loud. You guys talk.
What is happening? Oh,
Manda.
Look out her glow in the dark
Susan,
dildo.
is it a purse?
It's a
purse?
lunchbox.
Oh, that's even better.
It's a
It's a
lunchbox.
fuzzy Chewbacca lunchbox.
And he's
Is that a dark
fuzzy.
saber, honey? Is
Oh,
that a dark honey? Did you just break out a dark saber?
she did.
Bow
She did.
bow
With full
wow.
sound.
She's like, hold on. Oh,
What just happened?
oh my god.
Okay, Susan, I've talked a lot, and it's your channel. What's going on?
It's been mostly like I just want to talk about whatever at this point. I had like news stories and stuff that Nathaniel curated for me, but I'm Nathaniel, I love you, but Star Wars.
If I can, then Susan, thank you for taking part. I know all of that.
Oh,
was
of
really
course,
good stuff.
yeah,
Nobody
and I-
heard it, but really
I
thank you.
literally can't get it to shut the fuck up now. It's just like shit. It won't stop. I've never
It is
had
not. It is not stopping. We're gonna do
But I
this,
have
we're gonna
Big
do
Yoda.
I have an announcement. I have an announcement. I think it's okay that I say this. I'm not sure, but I think it's okay. So One Ring 42, we play D&D on Saturdays normally, and our game is going to directly conflict with part of this stream, and so One Ring had already said in our private game chat, "I'm thinking about canceling tomorrow. I don't want to take people away." Yeah, there you go. From
Sorry.
Manda's stream, I got to stand up again so Amanda can see my shirt.
Yeah, you get to see the shirt, Amanda.
Love it.
Oh, me too.
Awesome.
Okay,
Sorry.
so
If you,
Ignore me.
Julie,
so
Julie,
and
we
then
can add you in the corner. I'll add you down in the bottom corner of the 24-hour stream while you are playing D&D. The whole stream can be running. And,
that's true. That is true. And so it's not my decision to make. It's One Ring's. I
just
can't-
let One Ring know that he doesn't have to stream it. If he doesn't have to stop. If he gives me permission, I will stream snipe him and put him in the bottom corner. And as long as he's
Snipe.
mentioned, Amanda will be happy.
I don't know what that means, but sure.
I was like, I've no idea.
I just know that I can't play tomorrow because we had a catastrophic ammonia spike and we only lost one fish, but we lost
Oh,
Yeah,
sorry, sweetheart.
a gallon tank. And right now, Junk Shop is too weak, and
Yeah, I know Junk Shop is sick.
to change out the water. So basically, I've never done it before because when I became severely allergic to cats, which Susan, that's why I love your cats so much. I live vicariously
From a distance.
to the point where Junk Shop took up fish keeping, and we have many aquariums, and sometimes stuff happens and they fail, and this one failed, and we managed to save Merlin
I'm listening. I'm gonna go
and the
smoke.
3 big Comet Goldfish, but we did lose Twitch. So for those of you who know, who are familiar from Junk Shop's Instagram of Twitch, Twitch is no more. We are very sad.
I'm so sorry.
It's really confusing. Do you know Junk Shop's Twitch from Instagram?
Yeah, but anyway, that was good. So I've got to drain the 40-gallon tank tomorrow and just basically like haul gallon, like the big Home Depot, you know what I mean, Susan, the big Home Depot buckets, paint buckets, like gallon buckets of water out and pour them out, because that water just has to be completely changed out. It's toast. We had to move we had to move Merlin and the 3 Comet Goldfish, Haley, Adriana II, and Fiverr into Twitch's tank. We moved Twitch into a tank with the beta fraternity, which I know is a thing that's not supposed to happen, but all of these beta males grew up together and they're fine. And they're
I shouldn't laugh at the phrasing of it.
Right.
Because they're beta males.
It's
a beta fraternity.
It's a beta fraternity. Like, because fish keepers will talk about beta sororities. Like, you can keep female betas together and it's cool. They're all good. But males are supposed to be like, all aggressive and shit. And that was the murder fish that we had. Like, he could have nothing else could be in the tank with him.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And so he lived for 3 years and then passed away peacefully. But that was a bummer. But Edgar the murder fish, named for Edgar Allan Poe, we couldn't have any other fish in there with him. But anyway, but we've got these 4 males that are just perfectly fine hanging out together. They were tiny little betas together and they all grew up together, and maybe that's why, I don't know.
Yeah.
But
they went to school together, all
they
that
did
stuff.
They went to school together. Okay, I'm gonna stop now. Anyway, the point is I can't play D&D tomorrow, so if the game goes on anyway, please watch it, if you're into that sort of thing. If you're not, don't. It's okay.
Well, if you're not going to be there, I'm not going to. No, I'm not going to say. But if you're not going to be there, no.
I know. I'm like No, I'm not saying that. I was about to make a really narcissistic joke, and I was like, I can't do it.
The last time that Julie had this much wine and I had this much weed, and it was this late at night, she ended up taking her top off, and we had to make sure that she did not drop the camera too low because the stream would have been taken off.
It was really warm in here. This is a small room.
It's always the reason.
Closed off, and there is a light lamp right on my face. It got really. I live in Tennessee. It got hot.
It's really warm here in Northern Ireland too.
I don't believe you.
We live in Oregon, so we're good here. Making sure I'm not like missing somebody being all like,
you for doing something that I wanted to do and did not, because
what did I do?
I don't know why.
I thought it was funny. It went on for a while. Everybody had a mini panic attack for no reason whatsoever because there's no problem with boobs, but it was like, YouTube algorithm will freak out.
You're talking about Aaron?
No, you.
No, about you.
Me? Oh, me. No, no one.
Sorry,
no one,
I am in 3 chats on a panel. I am sorry. I'm
3 chats. No one other than my spouse needs to see my boobs. They're not that fascinating. Aaron Lewis's though.
She did post that earlier. I saw that.
She did.
Yeah.
She did indeed. And I gotta say, I was like, you're a goddess and thank you. And that's all I said. And I'm trying not to say anything else.
I think you for some reason I have it stuck in my brain that you had said like I'm not gonna say any because before she actually like posted
before
I'm not gonna say anything except to go donate to the fundraiser.
Yeah, pretty much.
She really is a goddess. I'm still kind of getting ready here.
She is.
I've seen her before. She's just sent me pictures just to cheer me up, and she's just beautiful inside and out, like you would not believe that woman.
And her body is like a work of art, and I know that's objectifying, and I feel weird saying it.
No, but she worked hard on it because she used her body as a stripper, and that's fine. She owns it. Like it's totally okay. You know,
and her books are awesome.
Yes, she is just. Like seriously, I've read. She let me beta read her new book. Oh my god, it is. You think she's good at nonfiction stuff? Like her fiction. Fuck me, is amazing.
Nice.
Yeah,
very nice.
That's gonna be great. Yeah.
Something I was gonna. Oh. So I'm Manda for. I'm showing off the most recent Star Wars stuff that we've gotten, or the stuff that we've gotten most recently.
Okay. Cool. I'm here.
With the two lightsabers.
Nice.
Of course, it's like entirely Funko Pops because Nathaniel spoils me. There's a. So
I'm gonna go make some food or whatever.
No.
Not allowed to.
Nope. Read your text, Robbie. All right, I'm here. Okay.
So
by the way, he did finally go to bed, so that's why I can speak at a normal volume, and I can have the lights on. So yay!
Yay!
Go ahead.
So there's a book, 40 Stories Celebrating 40 Years of Empire Strikes Back.
Oh,
that I think I came across that. I want that. Ooh, yes, yes.
Empire is my favorite movie, and I was 3 years old when it came out. So obviously, that's not when I fell in love with it, because I was 3. But later, yes.
Those are all like the Marvel Zombies ones. Which
sorry, I'm trying to put lotions on and stuff like that. Like I can't get up, so I brought everything all over. Like I have a bag of just I've got Big League Chew because I'm awesome, but also like
they still sell that where you live?
Oh, hold on, I got a story behind that, but I've got a bunch of like lip balms and shit. But no, there's an ice. Hold on, sorry, I'm making so much noise. There's a homemade ice cream parlor up the street from me. It's on the square, and they sell all this retro candy, like even like the candy cigarettes. Like they even have it sectioned off for like the decades. So like 60s, 70s candy, 80s candy. It's the fucking coolest. It's so fucking cool.
That sounds
That's
amazing.
rad.
I'll give that this down. It's neat.
It is. I mean,
That's
it's
amazing.
bad. I'm glad that they don't sell candy cigarettes anymore, because I gotta say, we all
but
did.
they're
We
like
bought the cigarettes and we pretended to smoke, and we bought the big chew and we pretended to dip, which is disgusting. And in fact, I can't be around.
But did it make any of us end up doing it to be like?
Well,
no,
I don't know. Did it? I have no idea.
It did not.
I don't know. I'm
you were gonna smoke anyway because of the environment you were around. It wasn't this candy cigarettes, really. Okay, just making sure you know that.
I do. You're right. I was, and all of my. Here's the funny thing. I consider myself the smart one among my siblings, but I have 3 siblings now smoking decades ago.
Yeah.
So I may
my brother smoked. Not my eldest brother, but the middle brother smoked too. The one that's super duper Christian and won't help me because I'm atheist, but I still vape, so whatever. I'm still not a horrible asshole and a rape apologist and all this shit, so fuck them. R2 and Yoda, baby Yoda. So,
I got a little mystery mini.
Oh,
hey, Bubbles.
We have 5 of these, all in different positions and stuff.
Oh, I've seen those.
Yeah, Angel has the rest of them though. They're all in his room. He gave me this. He was nice enough to give me this one. Yeah, they're super cute. What do you guys think of the name? Seriously, didn't you hear Grogu and we're like, I could have done better.
I thought maybe some different syllables, but
it was bad. It's
And I
bad.
have to be honest here. I have to be honest because I'm speaking to two women I respect truly, and also I try to be honest just in general. I haven't seen the second season yet. I just saw a spoiler about the name, and I was like,
I'm so sorry. I didn't know, but like,
no. It's fine. You didn't spoil it for me. I just saw it online. I mean, it's my fault for not having watched it. I've got access to Disney Plus. I just haven't gotten around to watching it yet. That's on me. So, but yeah. I'm a little dismayed, and I'm wondering what I'm really curious about is like where exactly in time are we in regards to
I'm really bad at this, Susan. Can you handle?
90% sure. 90% sure that it's between I
can hold on. Give me a second. You guys talk amongst yourselves.
Okay. So Susan, you're 90% sure it's between what and what?
Between Return of the Jedi and Force Awakens.
Oh, that might be it. Yeah.
Like
that would make sense.
Pretty sure. Pretty sure. I will take the correction because I'm probably wrong.
Yeah, I mean, if anyone knows, more than we do,
Mikey Fabian.
B is confused. I'm sorry, B. We nerded out on Star Wars. But yeah. Hey, Mikey Fabian. Hey. Hola. ¿Cómo estás? That's about all I know in Spanish. I took 4 years of French, and I don't know much more than that in French either. Except that
I realized, and this is like a total like tangent sort of thing, but I realized
you don't do that.
No, not at all. I don't have severe ADHD. I realized the other day my reasoning, my excuse for being really, really bad at pronouncing things has always been like I took ASL in high school, so I have hard enough time with English, and then I sort of had realized that I was using that to rationalize like not being able to pronounce people's names and stuff, and I was like, that's a really shitty reason, and I need to stop doing that. I'm gonna not do that anymore.
It's an interesting skill. I don't know why I have it. When I was a teacher for 14 years, when I was a professor for 14 years, I was really good at most students' names, like to the point where students with like Eastern European names that were mostly consonants, or Indian names that were like, okay, the trick with Indian names is you just pronounce every letter.
Mm-hmm.
Every vowel, every consonant, you pronounce everything, and you've pretty much gotten it right. And then the trick with there's just different, but it's like apparently I've got an ear for it. But what's weird about that is that I had scarlet fever as a child, and almost everyone in my family, except for me, damn it, has perfect pitch, and I love to sing, but I can tell if other people are off key, but I can't tell if I am, because the scarlet fever damaged my hearing just that much.
Just enough.
That I can't. Yeah, I'm not like deaf or anything. I don't have any hearing loss, but I have, actually I have a little bit in the low end from doing so much choir and band and stuff. I found out in my 20s, but not a significant amount. Like, but but for some reason I'm good at pronouncing names, and to the point where some of the students would think that like I was familiar with their language.
So you're just all like, no, but
yeah, I had a student from Ukraine who spoke Russian, and I just said "Das Vidanya" to her one day, and she turned around and started speaking rapid fire Russian at me, and I was like, and she was like so excited, and I was like, whoa, I'm sorry, that's like the only thing I know. I know goodbye and like glasnost. I don't know. I can't. I'm sorry.
That's the extent of it.
Yeah.
Like me in German, like I can say like Like, I can say, like, what is this? Like, I can say I love you. I can say I'm a jelly donut. Like, that's about the extent of what I can say.
Yeah, ich liebe dich. And
yeah, was ist das?
And,
yeah, ich bin ein Berliner.
Ich bin ein Berliner, yeah.
Yeah, because
I've never, I've looked that up, and so many sources like debunk it and bunk it again. So it's like it's so
it goes back and forth.
It's like actually a jelly if he actually fucked that up or if he didn't.
Mm-hmm.
And it goes back and forth, and I can't I don't have enough.
Not entirely sure. Yeah. See, I believe Eddie Izzard because
oh well,
whenever
they would know, she would know.
Yeah, I was like, I think recently she started using
she
she her.
Pronoun for she her. Yes.
Yes. Yeah, because she had the whole like, he said I'm a jelly donut. If he had just said ich bin Berliner, then he would have said, I'm a Berliner, like I am someone from Berlin. But no, apparently JFK said ich bin ein Berliner, and everyone just roared with laughter and stuff like that. I'm just like,
yeah, it's the ein that messes it up because apparently it's putting that, that oh gosh, what's the word in grammar for the small words? I only taught this. I should know.
I should know too. I don't know. Article?
Articles.
There we go.
Article.
Oh my God, what are you doing, Kat? Stop, Kat.
Aww.
She's trying to get at my headphone cable, and I'm just like, you're really adorable. But Jesus, Mary, and Ted, she is.
Every time. I grew up saying Jesus, Mary, and Joseph because my mom's half German, and that's like a very common thing. But
see, I only say Jesus, Mary, and Ted because we all know that Joseph wasn't Jesus' real father.
No.
So it was probably Ted.
The funny thing is, though, if you were raised Catholic, he's the patron saint, like I was. He's the patron saint of fathers and stepfathers. Yeah.
A little nudge, nudge, wink, wink there.
A little bit.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, you got to admire, if Mary existed, if she was an actual person, and we have no way of knowing, and we'll never know for sure.
Mm-hmm.
But if she existed at the time, she was affianced to a guy who stated publicly that he had not known her, right? And yet she came up pregnant. So she came up, I mean, talk about a way to save yourself from being stoned to death. Like,
yeah, there had to have been a reason.
If she existed, she was brilliant and incredibly convincing, is all I'm saying.
Yeah. Well, and I think that only really, like, necessarily has to do with if everything is, face value. Because I think there's,
sure.
Jesus, I can't get into the debate because I'm not very well versed in it. Jesus existed.
But
Jesus existed.
Yeah, you have a good point because.
Okay, I'm sorry. We don't need to. Okay.
Oh no, you're fine. Just let me finish my sentence and jump right in, Manda. No, you're fine because I used to argue that I thought Joseph must have truly loved her and wanted to protect her, so he supported the lie by talking about the dreams and stuff that he had about the angels and telling him all that stuff, and that would be, that would have been, but it's also if you take it as capital T truth, it's ridiculous. If you take it as a story, it's kind of a lovely story. It's about he was too old for her by our standards, but not by the standards of the Bronze Age, which is gross, but it is it was what it was. And so, if she wound up pregnant and he wasn't the father and he didn't want her to die because of it and he backed her up, that's kind of fucking cool.
Yeah.
Of him. So
some integrity right there.
Yeah. It's a weird, I understand it's a weird take on it, and feel free to rip me to shreds about it for sure. But it just kind of, I don't know, maybe that's the Catholic wiring in my brain talking. Sometimes it's hard to tell.
It is latent Catholicism. It holds on very strongly. Yeah, I was a Catholic light, so I was Episcopalian when I was a kid. So, which is, just Church of England, the Anglican Church.
Oh, the Anglican Church. Yes, very Catholic light. Yeah.
Yeah.
And very similar. And you can have women priests now. And have for a while.
Yeah, there was a priest at the Episcopalian Church when I was growing up that was a woman.
Yeah, I remember going to an Anglican service with my Girl Scout troop as a cultural thing. Like, I don't know, here's another version of Christianity. But we went, and the priest, and she was called a priest, was a woman, and I was like, this is badass. You know, and then
surprisingly progressive.
But then I got home and Mom told me I had to go to Catholic Mass anyway because the other ones don't count. So that was kind of a bummer.
Doesn't
really killed your Sunday.
It's like, oh.
Great. Church twice, and I have PRE tonight. Thanks, Mom. That's fantastic.
Yay. See, I was very, very fortunate when I was, because my mom became an atheist when I was probably like 8 or 10 or something like that. So my mom's been an atheist for like a long, long time. But her deconversion story it's very brief, but it's very entertaining because she said hello, cat. She said she was sitting up in the choir loft one day, like in the middle of service, and she just had this light bulb go on over her head that she was just like, well, this is all bullshit, isn't it? I'm just like, that's a good story. I like that.
That's a fantastic story.
I enjoy that. I enjoy that greatly.
That is amazing. That's better than Junk Shop Story, which is pretty darn good, because they went from complete and total believer to absolute non-believer in like a thought process.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Where basically they were Christian and Methodist, and raised by a minister. They've been out about this on their channel, so I'm comfortable saying all of that. But believed absolutely in Christianity and everything, and was thinking about hell. And they thought, wait a minute, if I commit one sin, I'm damned forever. And it was the infinite punishment for finite crime. And in that moment, it literally was that moment. It was that thought process. And they were like, nope, that can't be real. And if hell's not real and heaven's not real, then God's not real.
Okay. Can I?
Yes.
Yes.
Interject? Sorry. Yes. I'm going to emote. Is it okay if I share?
Yes.
So like when my father goes to bed finally at night, like normally he doesn't, because he goes in his room and the door is closed until they get up in the morning, unless I make enough noise to wake him up and he gets out and he screams and all this shit. But otherwise, there is a good 6 or 7 hours where I know he's just gone and out. And there's just this feeling, like as soon as he goes to bed, as soon as I look out and see that the light's out, so like I know he's in bed, there's just this feeling of calm for a minute, that it just feels good. And I'm going to get a Coke very soon, because I can do that. I can go like get myself something from the kitchen and not be petrified. And it's nice. It's a nice moment in my day.
I think it's fair to acknowledge that. And it's good, and and everything else about this is absolutely horrific, and I'm so glad we're getting you the fuck out of there.
Same.
Because I can't. So
I'm
please.
Sorry. Like I know I keep sharing.
It's
that. Manda.
This is about you, and I know and how much we love you.
Yeah, and I know we were both raised Catholic and we're trained from birth to like say sorry for shit that can't even be remotely our fault, but don't get into that right now. You have done nothing wrong.
Exactly. You
Don't
have absolutely
apologize.
nothing to be sorry for, and we appreciate you, and we appreciate your vulnerability and your willingness to be vulnerable.
That's the thing, like
Yes.
most, you guys know me. I'm not the, share my feelings. Like, not even with my friends, really, like, to do it in front of everybody, but, like, I can't hold this shit in anymore. It's so fucking much. Like, my friend John, Dark Matter, he keeps comparing me to Harry Potter, and I yell at him for it, but, like, he's not wrong. Like, I'm on the top floor, I'm not under the stairs, but, like,
yeah,
everything else is kind of true, so.
And he's not wrong. I mean, and also, no one deserves to be treated the way that you and Angel are being treated right now. And I also, I don't know how to say this, but I just want to say that I really respect and love the way that you've raised your son.
Same.
Because you have broken a cycle, Manda. I hope you realize that. You have not raised him and hurt him in ways that you were hurt and are being hurt. You haven't done that. I've seen your kid, and I know you haven't done that.
There's so many ways that I've failed him, though, because I've tried, like...
This is why I was afraid.
He needs to know, his whole life, what he needed to know before and above anything was that I had his back and I loved him no matter what. Like, we say ride or die to each other, because that's it. Like, we've joked about the fact that he could become a fucking serial killer, and I would still, like, I would obviously be happy about it, but I'd still fucking be there. Like, I'd be, anything I could do to anything, I will literally never, ever turn my back on that child. And that was the most important to me. And like I said, unfortunately, like when it comes to like discipline and shit, I kind of failed him, because I always wanted to make sure that he knew that was more important, that he was loved no matter what, that for his entire life, as long as I'm alive, that kid will have somebody that is just all in for him. I never had that.
You're absolutely right. I mean, I got to tell you, the unconditional love is a bizarre concept to begin with, but if anyone has it, it's mothers, and not all mothers have it.
You have it in spades for your son, though.
For my son, yeah, I'm saying for my mother, though, my mother does not have it for me, is what I'm saying.
I know, and frankly, my mother doesn't have it for me, which is why there are things she does not know about me, because she wouldn't be able. Well, and my mother is 78 and has dementia, and
like my mom, like Julie is Catholic. She's so Catholic. Like, her brother is a Monsignor in the church. Even though, like, my father doesn't believe in God. He's never identified as an atheist, but he never believed either. But she is so ashamed of me. Like, I remember when I started my YouTube channel, and I was Mama Atheist. And I tried to show her, because, like, our friend Sal, Eases and Works, he did the art for my channel originally. Yeah, and I just wanted to show her his art that he did. And, like, she literally did this and would not look at it because I had the word atheist in my name. When I was taking, like, she broke her hip a little while back, and I was doing everything, literally carrying her in and out of bed, cleaning her, all of this shit for, over 2 weeks straight. Her friend, who is part of her church, came over, and I was wearing that. I have this green shirt. I'm sure you guys have seen this. It says, "This is what an atheist looks like." She made me change before that woman came over. Like, as I'm helping her, she made me go all the way upstairs and fucking change, because she was so ashamed. Like, that's my mother. Hi, honey, I love you.
Can I? Yeah.
That would be my mom too.
Are we ready for the next part? Are we ready for the next part of the 24-hour stream?
Is it time?
Huh?
It is time.
It's time.
Did I totally talk all over your stream? I'm so
What
sorry.
am I talking about? Oh my god, did we still? Oh shit, I am so sorry.
No, it's not you. It's not you. Oh, we're both doing it now. We're both.
No,
doing it.
I love
so,
both
so
of you
sorry.
very, very dearly. And I thought I was gonna fall on my face. So y'all helped me out so much, and I greatly appreciate y'all.
Thank you, Susan. I respect you so much. You and Nathaniel, you do great work. And I love your channel, and it's so great. And I haven't watched everything, and I want to. It's just time. It's just finding the time. It's making the time. But I when I do watch y'all's channel, I just love it. And so thank you so much.
Yeah. So
thank you, Susan.
Mathpig, what do I do? Do I just end it here and then you fix stuff over there?
Yes, no. Whenever you're ready, Ardent of Eden has already went live. She is going on Twitch. So give me 1 second. I will post the link to Ardent in I think that's your chat. I'm hoping.
Thank you, Susan. I love you guys.
I love you.
Love you too.
Thank you.
Love you.
Manda, you're a mod. I'm not, so you need to post it. I've sent it to you on Twitter.
All right, so I'm gonna end this here.
I will send everyone a StreamYard's link to come and hang out. And this is absolutely insane crack. This is madness.
I love all of you.
The bad drug, y'all. If you're listening in America, he does not mean the bad drug.
See you soon.
He means a good time.
Bye.